Yeah, apparently Ivanka. I mean, right now, I guess they seem to be Ivanka and Jared seem to be laying low. Jared's just lawyering up with a lot of
It's
high-powered lawyers. Now,
not looking very good.
well, I gotta say, look, if I had that kind of money and I was in his situation, I would get the best lawyers too. If I didn't care,
I like lawyers.
I would.
Well, of course.
But you never know who's going to get thrown under the bus because there's a lot of people who are basically either driving or riding some buses, I think, in that administration. I think we're going to hear about that soon. But here is Ivanka being sent out to Fox and Friends on the special Fox and Friends We're More at Home set with a fake floral arrangement and a Potemkin armoire. And here's Ivanka just talking to Ainsley Earhart, the one of the Fox and Friends, and just explaining how out of touch the left is.
He's met with CEOs of tech companies just recently. He encouraged, and many of them didn't vote for him, but he still wanted to hear their opinions. But the left still says that he's not doing a good job. What are your thoughts about that?
There's an extreme emphasis on what you're against. And there's so many areas where there's total alignment, and I'm more interested in being for something than against something. So naturally, there are areas where there's disagreement. We're two different human beings. So I instead like to focus on areas where I can add positive value, where I can contribute to the agenda, policies around workforce development, about ensuring that barriers are removed for the American working family, policies that enable that family to thrive, focusing on how we can help our veterans and how we can really deliver them the care that they so need, focusing on issues relating to the really devastating opioid problem that we have in this country.
What do you advise him in regards to his tweeting?
You know, I try to stay out of politics. You know, his political instincts are phenomenal. He did something that no one could have imagined he'd be able to accomplish. There were very few who saw it early on. I feel blessed to have been part of the ride from day one and before, but he did something pretty remarkable. But I don't profess to be a political savant, so I leave the politics to other people and really lean into the issues that I care deeply about.
What grade do you give your dad?
I think he's doing an amazing job. I think he's doing an unbelievable job.
She doesn't know what grades are, but aside from that, I mean, to me that sounds like somebody who's like, I was glad I was there, but I'm not really there now. I'm sort of at arm's length, and I just want to make sure if this whole thing goes to hell that I'm not burned along with it.
I graduated amazing from Wharton.
Let me also just add, my dad is completely insane. And so I try not to get involved.
Not only is she a tremendous piece of ass, you could see she's a great humanitarian.
She's gone a little bit further with her media training voice. It's gotten softer.
And I just wanted that. And,
yeah.
And she's also completely appropriated Hillary's barriers language. I want to break down barriers for the American workers and stuff.
That's what they always do with Hillary. Even Sarah Palin appropriated Hillary.
I mean, the good news, or part of why I think she softens in that, because it's the Fox and Friends, Super Friends area, where you're just sitting around with the flowers.
Oh my God, I just realized that the Chiron even says grading the president. She didn't give a grade.
He got a grade. Unbelievable. I give him a U for unbelievable.
It's a Montessori grade.
You said a U.
He gets
for
an S,
unbelievable.
a super. Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos